Hey guys, Nintendo Boy 17 here, and
Hello, I'm Zerios to Kevin.
alright, what we want to show off now is our PAL UK import Wii games. Back between 2010 and 2014, we lived in England for a while, and, and when it comes to our game collection, sadly we couldn't bring everything from the United States, but when we lived there, and we were able to build up a PAL collection for a few consoles, Nintendo Wii included.
Yep.
And so we thought we'd show that off. First off, I'm going to show off is Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City, otherwise known in the US as Animal Crossing City Folk, which we also have. It's basically the same as the American version, just with a different, title.
Uh-huh.
Simple fun, what you get out of Animal Crossing.
And our town name on that game is Tucson.
Yeah, like the...
Earthbound.
Like Earthbound, which is in and of itself named after the city of Arizona.
Something similar.
Yep. Alright, the next game, this is actually our sister's when she got it for her birthday, or Christmas, one of the, yeah, it's her birthday. Bleach Shattered Blade, based on the anime and manga. I generally tend to like anime manga-based fighting games, but this one, not really for me. Like, I couldn't get used to the fighting controls, which is all motion-based, and now you know why fighting games don't tend to use motion controls as often. Then again, look at what they have on the Kinect, that's even worse.
Honestly, I'm not really much of a Bleach fan, so I don't really have much of a say to this.
Not much experience with the manga either. I've read a few chapters, and, I liked it, but still a lot to catch up on, and it's gotten, so many chapters, and I've already got plenty of other life commitment animes I'm into, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff. And the next one is Dead Rising, Chop Till You Drop. To my understanding, it's the worst version of Dead Rising on the Xbox 360, but the thing is, I don't hate this version. Like, I made a review of it, and I think this version's still decent enough for what it is. It's still good old zombie slaying fun. I understand it's not the best version, like you want to go for the Xbox 360 version, but I'm not sure if they remastered it. I could be wrong. But, yeah, Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop, it's fun. Donkey Kong Country returns, and man, I remember wanting for a long time another Donkey Kong Country ever since Nintendo sold Rare to Microsoft. But when this game was finally announced at E3 2010 that year, and that was months before we had to leave for England.
Yeah.
And wow, I got what I wanted. Like, it was amazing. Like, it was fun to do co-op with my little sister when I did it, because it kind of reminded me of doing co-op with the Super Nintendo original with my dad when I was a kid. And the folks at Retro Studios, the Metroid Prime guys, have finally done a solid platformer rather than just another first-person adventure.
And I played a little bit of it, and it seems very interesting.
Yeah, I'd say it's a blast. It's like my favorite Donkey Kong ever. I also have Tropical Freeze on the Wii U, but I need to play more of that. Okay, and the next one I have, and sadly I couldn't have the full set of it, mainly just the empty box of it, but I have the GoldenEye 007 Wii edition from 2010 by Activision, and as someone who grew up fondly with the N64 original by Nintendo and Rare, I like this version a lot. I like what they did to change the tone to fit Daniel Craig, and we actually have a couple of multiplayer videos of it, of Zerios on his old account and I having some damn good fun playing it.
Yeah.
And with it, like I said, I don't have the box, but this is from a special edition. I couldn't save the box for it because, packing reasons. But I also have the Golden Limited Edition controller. It's a little dirty around the thumbsticks, but I need to get that cleaned up anyway. Yeah, functions as a regular Classic Controller Pro, which I'm glad I still have. And, this is one's a more rare limited edition. I'm going to make sure I take care of this one real good. Okay, so the next one I have is Guitar Hero Metallica. Okay, so disclaimer, you might notice why the case is black. Unfortunately, when we were packing up and heading back to the United States, we couldn't keep the game cases. We could keep the sleeves, we could keep the disc. We had to kind of improvise in a big disc wallet to kind of pack for the plane, but we couldn't keep the cases, sadly. So, which means there's some missing touches, like I said, this one's black, and I'm kind of in the project to move the rest of these to a white case, like any other Wii games are, which is already done with the first few games. But yeah, that's what the black case is. We're working on getting replaced. But anyway, Guitar Hero Metallica. It was Guitar Hero, and yeah, Activision went crazy with that music genre. But hey, based on Metallica, which I adore.
It's pretty good.
And one thing I've learned is that there's an exclusive European-only controller for the game, with Guitar Hero Metallica painting and all that, and actually rather displayed, but you get what I mean. And I, oddly enough, never came out in the United States. But since it's a controller, if you were to say import it, you could still play it with like American versions of Guitar Hero, no matter what console you're playing on. Well, depending on it. But anyway, so yeah, it doesn't matter, because unlike the game discs themselves, which are region locked, controllers can be played damn near anywhere. So, okay, the next game I have here, and this one's actually more for our other brother, but he got this for Christmas. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, and it didn't get too great of reviews for Zelda standards, but you know what? I liked it, even if I didn't fully beat the game yet. I should, but anyway, graphics are beautiful for a Wii game. The Wii Motion Plus is great, and this is also a limited edition, but the problem is we still didn't reserve the white case, but if you look here, it has the CD.
Yep.
The orchestra CD, so...
The music's.
Yep, and that is awesome. Next up, again, this also belongs to our other brother, but we also own this on GameCube and Wii U, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And when I played the GameCube version, didn't play much of the Wii version, it was not my favorite Zelda game. But I'm considering going back at it again years later, and see why that wasn't the case, and see if anything's improved on me at all. But yeah, this one wasn't my favorite. Still a good game. Still a good game, but it just wasn't my favorite.
Something interesting about the Wii version is that the entire game is backwards.
Yeah, they kind of mirrored it, so it's like a little off-putting. It's like, what the hell?
Makes it harder.
Yeah, like, so if you're playing the GameCube version earlier, and I think the Wii U version, I could be wrong, I need to play more of that, but anyway, yeah, it's off-putting. Like how Mega Man fans hated the swap of A and B buttons, I wasn't bothered by it in the GameCube version of Mega Man Anniversary Collection. But the thing is, that didn't bother me because I didn't have much of an experience with NES at the time. Anyway, I digress. Okay, this next one is Kirby's Adventure Wii, aka Return to Dreamland in the United States, and a 4-player co-op Kirby game, and it's a blast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really dang good fun. You know, player 1 can be Kirby, and the other players can play as other Kirby characters like Meta Knight and King Dedede, and I think Waddle Dee. Unfortunately, I checked the prices in ever since my review of that, and yikes. But if you can get it, like, find a good deal on it, pick it up. It is worth it. And if you gather some friends or family, you know, socially distanced because...
Virus.
You'll have a blast.
I did play some of this as well.
Yeah.
And I got through majority of the game.
I'm hoping for a modern re-release, like, you know, with online play, which, you know, granted isn't great on a Nintendo, but keep the local multiplayer. It is great. Mm-hmm. This one, I think, is yours, buddy. But it's one we share anyway, because that's what this is, our grouped-up collection. Lego Batman, the video game. You know, Lego fun, but with, you know, Batman characters and DC Comics. But yeah, for a start with The Dark Knight, it's a really good one.
Yeah, honestly, even though it is my gift, I'm not really huge into Batman, to be honest.
Yeah, but we do like Lego games.
Yep.
And here's another Lego game. One we already have in a compilation for the Switch, and believe it or not, we also have the compilation on Xbox One. And we used to have a 360 version, but we handed that to a friend and we never got that back, but oh well, we were heading out of England to begin with. But Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4, and you know, an improved Lego Harry Potter experience, more on the TT game side. Mm-hmm. And you know, Lego Creator Chamber of Secrets was good fun, but you can't deny that game had a few problems. Like, if you played a custom character, it cloned like your friggin' Naruto or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was crazy. Did you play this one much?
Not really.
Yeah. The next one is Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. And, you know, I think it was a little weird that WB was doing some Disney licenses, including later on Marvel, because, you know, WB and DC were, you know, I think WB owned DC at the time, but I could be wrong. But anyway, actually they still do, I could be wrong. Anyway, you know, based on the four Pirates of the Caribbean movies, I'm sorry, the first 4 Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, I think I prefer, when it comes to movies, the first Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, another fun Lego game I really enjoy. The next one is the last Lego game we're going to show, and one I did a comeback review on. Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. You know, based on the CGI anime show by Dave Filoni. And yeah, it's fun Lego game. Fun retelling of the old Lego episodes.
I did play a little bit of the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you know, just one thing I didn't like was the RTS-like moments that were just like, I don't know, not that hard. Like, I know it's a Lego game, but, you know, not even much a challenge considering the AI doesn't even try to kill you in those modes. Or kill your armies or destroy your buildings. I mean, yeah, you can rebuild it, like, you could probably rebuild it like other Lego games to make it simple, but still, put up a fight.
Yeah.
The next one is Link's Crossbow Training. Funny thing about this one, now normally this would be in a white Wii game case. Again, we couldn't take because, you know, we were packing back to the United States at the time. But anyway, the PAL version gets a regular DVD-size case, while the US version gets the paper cases, not unlike Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resort or something when it's bundled with the Wii. It's weird. The next one, of course, Mario Kart Wii. Not my favorite Mario Kart, but it's good. But not my favorite one. But I think I prefer the Mario Kart DS prior. They try to market it as if you can kind of get an experience to drive with the Wii Remote and Wii Wheel, but, you know, I haven't noticed a difference, and I just stick with the GameCube controller myself, or the Classic Controller Pro, but that's just me. But anyway, still a good game. Not my favorite Mario Kart, but, you know, still damn good.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, next up is Manhunt 2. I never played the original Manhunt, but I do know that both games, like most anything in the Rockstar library, is known for controversy of many sorts. This one, in the case, in both the US and the United Kingdom, the game was banned. Like, in the US, it was banned because it was rated AO, and console companies like Nintendo and Sony were like, nope, can't accept that. And it was another case in Britain, but they had to go through so many other different hurdles and hearings to make sure the game does get released in Britain, and yikes. And anyway, you know, given that this is known for very gratuitous violence and in a dark way, I think that's all the Manhunts are known for, but other than that, it's a decent game. Like, not something I'd play again, I'm not sure, because it definitely leaves you a lot to think about, let me tell you. This one's, I think, also yours, but I'm trying to remember. Medal of Honor Heroes 2.
Yes, that was.
Yeah, and you know what? I never played World War II shooters before this. I mean, I was mostly a Call of Duty Modern Warfare guy, and that was when I got into the Call of Duty series. But for World War II shooters in general, this was my first one, and you know, it's decent fun. It's really good, really exciting. And I definitely like the arcade mode where you kind of have to play it through again under certain conditions. That was really good. What did you think?
I think it was alright. I didn't play much of it, but does it have multiplayer?
It did. It was on EA's own servers, but I think it's been shut down. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think I only played a little bit of that, but that was, I can't remember very well.
Yeah. This one, we already have two US versions. One for interesting details, the other is Prime Trilogy, because why not have a compilation, but
Metroid Prime 3 Corruption.
You know, Metroid Prime 3, same great gameplay for the most part, but the odd censorship of a not-so-swear word.
Yeah, they switched from damn to no.
Yeah, it's like, why? I've seen censorship comparison videos, and the damn felt more natural. Like, I don't know about you, but if it was wartime and something wrong, I'd be cussing like a sailor. But yeah, but why they made that censorship, I don't know. The game was already recommended for 12-year-olds in Europe, and T for teen here in the United States. Doesn't make any sense. Very polarizing Metroid Other M. And honestly, I don't hate it. I don't hate Other M.
Honestly, and to be fair, I had a lot of difficulties playing this game.
Yeah.
I'm really stuck at a boss and I don't know what to do during that one Metroid fight.
Okay.
And to be honest, some parts of the gameplay's alright, but there's some parts I just don't really like about this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the third-person action and, you know, the idea of swapping controllers just for a quick first-person view. But when you gotta hold up a remote for healing and hit a certain button, I'm like, no!
That is definitely something I do not like about this game.
That's beyond stupid. Give me regenerating health, taking cover any day.
Save stations would be better.
Right? But yeah, decent game otherwise. I definitely like what it was trying to do, but, you know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it as much as other Metroid fans. I just don't. Mostly our little sisters, but it's one I've wanted to play and I haven't gotten to. But even without online, I'll still take a look at it. But Monster Hunter 3 or Try, you know, still looks interesting. I still haven't gotten to it. But, you know, it's Monster Hunter. It's very renowned. One of these days. Next one is, okay, again, our other brothers, but My Sims. A cuter take on, you know, The Sims minus the management and needs and stuff like that. But, you know, it's still fun and decent for what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the loading times are hellishly long on the Wii version, though. On the PC, they've been cut down by a lot. Like, and you know, I'm not surprised. It's The Sims. Like, for as much as you customize, I think the loading screens take longer, but I'm really not sure.
I really did not have a lot of time to play this game because of reasons.
Like what?
I didn't have a file.
Oh, you didn't have a file?
Yeah, on my own.
Haven't had time for that. Okami. Okay. The Wii version of Okami, and again, this is our little sister. She bought this with her own money, but wow, what can you say? It's Okami. Great. A fantastic game. You know, basically, I understand the PS2 version might be a little bit better due to the controls, and Hideki Kamiya kind of goes a little far and calls it broken, but nah, I'm not going that far. Yeah, he's the creator, but even then, you can disagree with creators. Just look at Star Wars fans. Anyway, you know, Okami. Actually, fantastic game, and I also have the Xbox One version. And yeah, wherever it's on, go get it.
I haven't played that game once either.
This one we got for a Christmas gift, Rayman Origins. And even if some frame from animation went down a bit for the Wii compared to the HD and PC versions, still fantastic. It's still a great, fantastic platformer to pick up. Pick it up on your Xbox, PS3, PC, or Wii. It's great. Pick it up. Little sister played most than we do, but I've watched quite a bit of it. Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party, back when Rayman and the Rabbids were together. But, you know, it's just a minigame compilation like Mario Party and stuff like that, but, you know, without the board game aspect. But, you know, yeah, it looked fun. Oddly enough, I played more than a Mario game I got alongside this one. But, you know, the first decent Sonic game in years after this. Sonic Colors. And you know, this is the UK version because it has the U in between O and R, whereas the US version it wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
American spelling, man.
I won't get into the controversy about that.
Yeah. But anyway, but yeah, Sonic Colors, wow. Like, unlike Werehog, but that doesn't get too in the way, the Wisps actually add a lot more to Sonic's gameplay than that does. And oddly enough, you know, even though I like the new voice actors that started around here, or was it Free Riders, I don't know. But anyway, I preferred this game in the Japanese dub, believe it or not, which you can do. You can switch to Japanese and just hear a Japanese dub.
I did play a little bit of it, and it seems really interesting.
Yeah.
I just love how there's some of them you can just fly.
Yeah, it's very funny, isn't it? Okay, and the next one is Star Wars, The Force Unleashed 2. And I remember when this was coming out, and when Force Unleashed 1 came out, the Wii version got the lower scores compared to the PS3 and 360 versions. But by Force Unleashed 2, the roles turned, and this one is actually considered the good version, while the HD version is the least favorite version, which is odd. Because LucasArts were pushing the HD version, and it's weird. So if you have any interest in this particular version of Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, pick this one up. I even have a review of it up on my channel. The next one, actually, I'll do two. Because, you know, the thing is, one is called a sequel, but it's more an expansion. The Super Mario Galaxy games. I remember being kind of a negative Nancy on what they were kind of doing with these games. You know, setting Mario in space, but then I remembered, oh yeah, my favorite Game Boy game, Mario Land 2, has a level set in space, a few levels set in space. But anyway, yeah, both of them are great games. I'm not entirely of the opinion of Mario Galaxy 2 being the better version to Super Mario Galaxy 1. It's just Super Mario Galaxy 1, it was like, yeah, tough nut to crack, that's what I mean. And, you know, both are great games. Pick them up when you can. Another one of these, we already have the United States versions of, is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You know, oddly enough, it's the worst one to many Smash fans, but, you know, not for me. It's, like, my second favorite one now, behind Ultimate, but, again, another game we also own the United States version of. And, you know, same gameplay experience. And if you notice on my YouTube channel, I have some Super Smash Bros. Brawl playthrough, and it's based on this version of the game. Again, we were living in England at the time and had limited access to our US collection.
I had a replay of this as well.
Yep. Next one is Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. Underrated fighter on the Wii. Yeah, you might not know most of the characters, especially on the Tatsunoko vs. Capcom side. But Ryu is still there. Chun-Li is still there. You get to play as Frank West from Dead Rising. Zero from Mega Man X is there. Mega Man Volnut from Mega Man Legends is there. Yeah, you got a few notable ones on the Capcom side. This next one is Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary, a remake remake of the original PlayStation Sega Saturn classic, and I'm glad they remade it because I don't think I could ever go back and try out the tank controls of the old games. Granted, I've never played the original Lara Croft Tomb Raider games to begin with, but, I don't know, for a platformer, tank controls have not aged well after Super Mario 64 came along and doing full 360 analog movement. But that's where this comes in. It's based on gameplay of Tomb Raider Legend, which is like my favorite one of the Tomb Raider games. And yeah, so if you liked the original Tomb Raider or like me, got into it by the Legend era, pick this one up. Last but not least, some of the Wii family of casual games. We play, basically a game with a free Wii remote, or free remote with a game, you get what I mean. And regular Wii Sports, and a compilation disc of Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. Honestly, I didn't expect to see a compilation disc of this. That is awesome. Where you could just merge just regular Wii Sports and the Resort version, especially when the Wii Motion Plus was on its way. Actually, out now. That won't make sense. And yeah, and Wii Sports Resort is an improvement over the original Wii Sports. And Wii Sports was already a good enough tech demo of sorts for the Wii Remote. But this for Motion Plus and all the content it adds, oh boy, that's really good. And like I said, we play, Wii Remote-friendly arcade-style casual games, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Can't go wrong with a game bundled with a Wii Remote, so...
Alright.
Okay, and I think that is it.
Yep.
Alright, final comments?
Well, hope you guys liked this video, and subscribe to our channels.
Yep. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've got 2 playthroughs of 2 first-person shooters, Duke Nukem 3D and 13. Check those out. More reviews are coming soon. I just need to get in the mood for that. Anyway, thanks for watching.
And Zuri out.